Hello everyone, this is Joel Davis with the United Medical Transportation Providers Group and youarethebroker.com, helping you to build a highly effective and highly profitable broker business. Congratulations to all of our licensees, especially to all of you who are able to attend our quickly approaching July seminar in the great city of Atlanta. For those of you who are in the process of completing your application process, try to do everything this coming week. We are near capacity for the room, so I think there's maybe, I'm gonna say 6 to 8 seats maybe. Regardless, Amelia told me that we're close to being at capacity, so I think in the next week or two we're gonna have that wrapped up. So if you are in the initial stages or have not yet become a licensee, by all means, I encourage you to do so. And then inquire to see if we can make availability for that seminar. I can't guarantee anything after the next week or two. So if you are close to finishing that up, wrap it up as soon as possible. Let me also thank you guys for all your emails. We get a lot of emails every day sent directly to my office, to Amelia, to our attorneys. So I'm going to try to answer a lot of them now. I don't see all of the questions, a lot of the pertinent ones. My team does forward to me, and I could what I try to do is I try to pull some common themes out of there to use them to answer everybody. I just do not have time to literally personally sit down and answer every single email. I just do not have the available time. It is what it is. So let me try to put everything together real quick. I know I've put a lot of videos together over the past several months talking in detail about this broker business, but I'm going to try to put a final sharpened point on this. So use this video. I hope you've watched all the other previous videos, but I know a lot of you may have missed some of them. But one of the common questions is, how much money can you make? Let me put it to you as blatantly as I could possibly say it. If you can't do, I'm 45 years old, and I'm at a point in time in my life right now. Any business I engage in has to do a minimum of 7 figures. If there's a business, and I get solicited all the time from many of you in the $1 Million Transportation community, as well as outside from some of my other endeavors. I am solicited regularly to be involved in different projects, whether it's funding the projects, being directly involved in it, being an advisor. But regardless, any project that I become involved in, absolute minimum, if it doesn't have the ability to make 7 figures, I'm not interested. I am not interested. Now, back in my 20s, late 20s, when I was starting my NEMT business, I had no idea if my business was ever going to become a $1 million business or beyond or less. I didn't know. All I was doing was chasing money. That was in the very early stages when I realized it's not about chasing the money, it's about chasing the customer. Now, at this stage in my life, I've already made a lot of money. I could have retired 10 times over, but I'm at a point in time where any business endeavor I become involved in has to be able to make 7 figures, or I'm simply not interested. And this opportunity at youarethebroker.com, I'm going in with the assumption, I know what they say about assuming, but I'm going with the assumption that you too want to make 7 figures with this business. If you don't, seriously, what is the point? You know, if you have a smaller business, and I don't say this to belittle anybody, if you have a smaller business and you literally have to work it every day to maintain your personal existence, you really have a job. And that's not what I want in life. That's not where I'm at in life. That's not my vision for life. And some of you, I know if you're watching this video, that's not your vision for life. So again, if you do not have the ability to and rather quickly make a 7-figure business, what is the point? I have no desire to become involved in or to teach you how to build anything less than that, because we're wasting our time. If we're not about becoming multimillionaires, seriously, what is the point? I mentioned in a previous video, hey, $1 million, that's a lot of money if I'm going to the store to buy groceries, no question. But $1 million today is not a lot of money. $1 million 20, 30, 50, 70 years ago, ton of money. It's not anymore. It is what it is. So let me be clear. How much money can you make in this business? A lot of money. And the best part is, if you've watched the previous videos where I've literally shown you some of my authorized.net accounts, some of my Fetch Mazo account, you'll see we're making a lot of money. And that's why I always mention this is a cash-rich business. Now, I know I recently put out a video where one of the person who sent the video was talking about his experience in real estate. Hey, I've been involved in real estate, and real estate is a great investment. I'm sure many of you have been involved in real estate, and I love real estate. I'm just not heavily invested into real estate anymore like I used to be, because at the end of the day, I'm in a position where for real estate, it's you either got to go really big or you go home. I am not going to be one of those guys where I'm distracted by worrying about evicting a tenant and having to take them to small claims court to collect money. That's not my gig. I do not do that anymore. I'm about cash. I want to make a lot of money. I want to make it sooner rather than later. And no, I'm not talking about a get-rich-quick scheme. From the very beginning, when we first launched youarethebroker.com and I started to share my videos with you, I made it abundantly clear. This isn't get-rich-quick, but this very much is a get-rich-easy business. So let me underscore a couple of key things from other questions that we've received. youarethebroker.com. No, I am not teaching you how to be a business broker where you go out and you sell other people's businesses. I know plenty of those. I have negotiated with and against many of those. And a lot of those people out there who are doing that business broker model where they literally represent other businesses to buy and sell, a lot of them, man, they starve. They absolutely starve. They make a great sale, they make some great money, but then they go on, they end up starving until they have another sale. That is not what this is. youarethebroker.com. I'm going to teach you at least 5 key strategies that we use every single day in my business. And again, I've shared regularly in my previous videos the deliveries and the express moves. Why? Because those are the 2 biggest points and sources of revenue in my business. Deliveries, we do deliveries every single day for many of our retail partners. Many. In fact, one of them, we're making a killing. We made a killing this past weekend. Today is Monday, and this past weekend was Mother's Day. We made a killing because one of our retail partners had a huge promotion. I think it was for 3 or 4 days, and you could see our numbers, they spiked because, hey, people are going in and purchasing stuff. Well, how do they get it home? If they don't have a truck, if they don't have any means of getting it home, we solve that problem for them, and we make a lot of money. The irony is, last year in 2017, 39% of our revenue was from deliveries, 29% was from express moves. And so far, year to date, our delivery volume has gone up dramatically. Now, I anticipate that our express moves are going to continue to start to uptick because you could really see in the summer months, they really start to increase. And then later in the year, they start to taper off because in the summer months, more and more people are moving. And again, we don't do huge move jobs. We're not these big moving companies with the 29, 28 foot big rigs. That is not what we target. Everything I'm going to teach you is for targeting this sweet spot in the markets. So when you come to the seminar, I'm sure that my statistics will be different because we will have already completed 2 quarters of 2018. So I'll have better focused statistics for 2018. But again, last year in 2017, 39% of our revenue was from deliveries. 34 was from deliveries, 29 was from express moves, but already we're at a much higher point for our deliveries. So it'll be interesting to see where we're at when we close out the second quarter, but I'll share those with you at the seminar. But to be clear, this business is not some nickel and dime business. I am not teaching you to come in and operate as a contractor. It's specifically, the reason why we call it the youarethebroker.com is specifically, you're the broker, you're the gatekeeper. All money flows through you. You get paid first. So I'm not teaching you to become a broker where you're going to sell someone else's business. I'm not teaching you to become a real estate broker. I have no desire for that. I'm not teaching you to become some type of a freight broker. I've been solicited by plenty of freight brokers over the year who want me to come in. Our paths have crossed and they want me to come and become involved in their projects and endorse their projects. I have no desire to become involved in freight brokerage. because that actually requires more licensing and insurance and red tape and nonsense. And I'm making way too much money. I'm making a lot more money than these freight brokers who are soliciting me. So why would I possibly change my business model? We have a very good, sound, strategic business model that's proven itself to work for the last 4 years. I'm not changing it. If anything, we're just going to continue to enhance it. I'm not encouraging you to become any type of a mortgage broker. So again, to be clear, when you hear the word broker, I'm not getting you involved in any of the traditional broker industries, the real estate, the mortgage, the business, things of that nature. I'm teaching you a very unique select model that is, again, very much cash rich, asset poor. You are going to learn how to make money faster. Not easy, but fast. So this is not get rich easy, this is get rich fast. And let me be clear, I want you to do what I do, make a lot of money. And what's beautiful about making a lot of money, liquid money, is I can use my liquid money to invest in other things. And that's exactly what you should do. And we could even talk about that at the seminar, by all means. I'm sure we will talk about that in detail at the seminar. But I want the cash, I want liquid cash, because where I understand that real estate is a fabulous investment. For me personally, at this point in time, I'm not that keen on it, only because of my personal preferences and my personal lifestyle. And don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing real estate. I love real estate. It doesn't fit with my business model right now. I want my cash, and I want to be investing in very good, sound investments where I get a very good return, and the market's awesome, and I'm not worried about having to evict a tenant or worry about toilets or battling with management property managers, things of that nature. So understand, this is very much a cash rich, asset poor business. So with all that being said, again, I've talked about in previous videos, come the end of June, I am out of this. You're not going to see me knocking on your door through email anymore, trying to solicit you to become involved. If you didn't get it by then, you didn't get it. It is what it is. Because at that point in time, our secret launch, which was dedicated towards you, all of our members in the $1 Million Transportation community, at the end of June, we'll be done with that. And then our attorneys, I have a team of 5 great attorneys who collectively, their consortium represents hundreds of different franchises, everything from the Subways to the McDonald's and everything in between. So they're very much experienced in what they're doing. And in fact, let me underscore, if they didn't see the value in this business model and the success that I've had, which does go back to the very tail end of 2011 and throughout 2012, and then all of our integrations and changes throughout 2012, 13, and 14 to really get the key model that we are employing right now. If these attorneys did not see the opportunity and the structure we have and the volume and the revenue that I'm making, they wouldn't be interested, because come July 1, that's when we go into our exclusive launch. The price goes up and they start to offer this youarethebroker.com training system to their franchisees. I'm sure many of them are going to take advantage of it, just like many of you have, but there'll be plenty more who don't. Just like many of you in the $1 Million Transportation community have not taken advantage of this, sadly. But that's fine. Which leads to another point, and I do, for those of you, many of you have inquired into this opportunity and you have not actually pursued it all the way through its final application process. I'm sure my attorneys are going to be reaching out to some of you just to get some of your feedback. And I would hope that as a member of the $1 Million Transportation community, even though you didn't move forward with the youarethebroker.com system, which is fine, they're just going to send you a quick survey just to get your insight to why you didn't move forward. And again, there's nothing wrong with it if you didn't. That's fine. This business isn't for everybody. But if you can respond to that email, just to give them some targeted feedback, because they're going to be launching their marketing endeavors come July to their franchisees around the country. So your feedback will better help them, which ultimately will help our program and our training system. So your feedback would be welcome. So look out for that. And if you can, again, as a member of the $1 Million Transportation community, I would truly appreciate it if you just answer, I think it's like 5 or 6 questions. If you could just give them some quick feedback, because that's going to help them with their marketing to their franchisees, I would greatly appreciate it. So when it comes to the seminar in July, Some of you have confirmed that you are coming, but you haven't yet made your hotel reservations. Please do so as soon as possible because, again, I think we're going to be maxed out here in the coming weeks. So let's wrap that up. We will meet on Friday night for a meet and greet. I'm anticipating probably closer to 8 o'clock, but again, I'm going to confirm all of these things to you as we draw closer. So hopefully your travel arrangements will allow you to get to the hotel in time. You probably want to have dinner before because we could have some drinks and finger foods and desserts, things like that for a meet and greet on Friday night. That'll be a great opportunity for us all to get together, have to meet each other, have open dialogue, exchange numbers, build those friendships. So that on Saturday we can really focus in. We're gonna have a good morning session, and then we're gonna break for lunch, and then have a good afternoon session. And then in the evening, I have to do a couple of interviews with some other people. So we're gonna have a strong morning session, training session, and then in the afternoon after lunch, we're gonna have another great one. So to all of you who are coming, that's awesome. I know some of you can't, and that's unfortunate, but I do look forward to continuing to work with you, having our regional directors work with you to help you build your business. So if you can't make it, that's unfortunate. We'll miss you, but don't worry. We're going to continue to work with you directly, not only myself, but also our regional directors and everything, which, case in point, make sure that our regional directors, I got a handful of great regional directors. Not all of them, but most of them have been enlisted into this youarethebroker.com system to serve as key mentors to you licensees. So understand, these guys are busy too. They got their own business. They manage contractors, things of that nature. They're managing a lot of licensees. So understand their time is valuable. So please be respectful of their time. Make sure that you stay in touch with them via email so that when you do have conference calls, schedule those in advance. Because again, they're juggling their own personal businesses just like you're juggling your own personal businesses, as well as they're working directly to mentor you. Because I know many of you guys do not have previous experience as contractors or working with contractors in this capacity. So our regional directors are a key asset to your team. So be respectful of our regional directors and their time constraints. Don't waste their time. If you schedule time, do your best to be available and have a very focused conversation so it's productive for you as well as for them. Also, for those of you who have confirmed that you're coming to the seminar, keep checking your emails. Amelia is going to send you some questions. Remember, I told you, this upcoming seminar is going to be good. We're going to be talking about NEMT. I want to specifically be talking about how to position yourself to sell your business in the future. Not that you have to, but key things you want to do to structure your business for a future sale. Mind you, if some of you are going to be selling your business, that means it's also a buyer's market, because there's some people out there who have I will be very delicate and say it like this. Many of you have businesses that are less than to be desired. Therefore, if you don't restructure, sell your business now, because in the near future, your business is not going to be as valuable. So if there are going to be people out there selling their business, that means there's also going to be a great buying opportunity for others. So when we talk about positioning your business for a good sale, that means you're going to learn things to look for if you are in a position to buy other NEMT businesses. So we're going to talk about that, and then obviously we're going to go into great detail talking about the broker business. My goal at the seminar is for you to do. I want you to understand and learn to become and do exactly what I do. So for lack of better terms, I want you to become the Joel Davis of your broker business. Now, in the very early stages of your business, you're going to work hard. I worked hard for those first couple of years, but I want to put you in the position where you literally are only working, 1 or 2 hours a day on your broker business, because we want to make as much money as possible. We want to make a lot of liquid money, cash money. You want to be able to stack those chips, but at the end of the day, you don't want to build a job. We want to build a viable business where you have key assets. Even though this is a cash-rich asset poor business. That doesn't mean you don't have infrastructure. It doesn't mean you don't have key assets. I have some great key assets. The people who are answering my phones, the people who, my regional directors, I mean, they are key assets. Without them, my business wouldn't fly. I wouldn't make the money I'm making, and I most certainly would be working a lot more than 1 or 2 hours a day on this, I can assure you. So having those key assets in place it is critical, and we're going to talk about that at the seminar. One of the key points, getting real quick, getting back to Amelia, one of the key points for this seminar was it's free for you to come, but the secret little hook is Amelia is going to email you some questions regarding you and your business, where you're at with different things. Your ticket to getting to coming to the seminar is you got to answer her emails. That's it. That's all you got to do. Just answer her emails. The reason is I'm going to try to take all of your response, all of your emails, all of your concerns, all of the issues you're having with your businesses. And just like I do with a lot of these videos where I'm trying to answer questions and consolidate them, I want to get all of that information from all of you guys and try to take all those puzzle pieces together and put a great picture together so I can focus the seminar in greater detail. If all of you have a common problem in your NEMT or your broker business, I want to be able to address those things. So that's the golden ticket to gain entrance to the seminar. Is all you have to do is answer Amelia's questions in as much detail as possible, because I'm going to use that to really focus the event itself. So again, congratulations to our licensees, and those of you who are wrapping up, expedite as soon as possible. Contact the hotel if you haven't done so already. Make sure you confirm your reservations. A lot of people have contacted us who have not become licensees and they want hotel information. You know, it's just stop. If you're not a licensee, you'll know you're not a licensee because you never became a licensee. And yes, we get people who email us, well, how do I know if I'm a licensee? Did you pay? Did you go through the application process? Because if you didn't, you know. So come on, let's not waste anyone's time here. So the reason why I'm not sharing publicly the hotel information is because, yes, years ago I had a loon tune come to the event and tried to come for free and just thought that I was going to be cool with it. That's not going to happen. So if you are not an active licensee, you are not coming to this event. This is going to be a great event, no question. But again, seating capacity is limited, so we're not wasting anyone's time. So again, congratulations to all of you. I appreciate you for taking time to watch this video. I know I ramble, but we have so much to discuss, and I enjoy and I get excited talking about this type of stuff. So hurry up, wrap it all up. Let's come to the event. Let's have a great event. It's quickly approaching. It's the middle of May. In another 6 weeks-ish, 7 weeks-ish. We're going to have the event, and my goal is for you to walk away knowing exactly what you need to do. You're going to have clear-cut action items. You walk away from that event, you're going to know what to do to go back to your area to be a Joel Davis in your network. Again, you are not a contractor. You're building a network of contractors. You're building your own brand. You're building your own brand. And we're going to blow up your business, because your business, your brand is still part of our collective community, our collective network that we're building. And it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to see you very soon in the great city of Hotlanta, because when I see you in Hotlanta, I'm going to see you at the top.